What's up guys, I'm Badman back again, and today I've got another one of those starter deck mods that you guys like so much. So today I'm going to be going over the Resurrected Fusion starter deck that's coming out I think this week or next week. So just be ready for that. I wanted to make a build that was pretty budget, that didn't require any super rares or promos or anything like that to get started. All you'll really need for this is 2 starter decks or 1 starter deck if you want to get 2 more of the Gogeta somewhere else, and then a couple of rares from other sets or the same set or whatever. That's all you really need to get started in this deck. It'll play pretty well for you. Of course there are some changes you can make to it, but this is a really good starting point if you're just getting into the game. So I'm going to go over this, try to explain my card choices and whatnot. So we got the Gogeta leader that comes in the starter deck. On the front side, when he attacks, you mill 2 cards and draw a card. And when his life's at 4 or less, you can switch to your energy to active mode and switch him over and flip him over. And on the back, he's got an auto where when he attacks, it's sparking 5, so you have to have at least 5 cards in your drop. And when he attacks, draw a card. If you've got 3 or more energy, he gains 5,000 power. And if you have 5 or more energy, he gains double strike. And you have another effect where you can drop 1 card from your hand, and your opponent can only activate counter once for the duration of the turn. So that's really good, putting pressure onto your opponent. If they've got multiple counters, they won't be able to use them all because he will just say no to them. So I'm going to go over the deck real quick. First you have Awakening Talent Pan as a 1-drop. This is from World Martial Art Tournament. When you play her, when she attacks, you add a card from your life into your hand, and this is important because you want to be able to control when you can awaken. So if your opponent's stalling you from cards, then you really need to flip to your backside. Having this card will help. Also, it does some good damage to the opponent. Next, I've got the new super combo, Great Saiyaman Town Hero. It's got Sparking 5. Sparking is a new mechanic in a set 5 Miraculous Revival where you have to have a certain number of cards in your drop area for it to work. So just like the leader, you have to have 5 in your drop area to activate this effect. So, and it's just a generic super combo. It's got 10,000 combo power, and you draw a card when you combo with it. So next up, I've got this Super Saiyan package with Veku. Super Saiyan Son Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta are just vanilla cards that have no effect, but Vexing Outcome Veku is the reason why you want to run them in the deck. So the Veku, you can fuse Goku and Vegeta together for 1 blue energy to bring him out, and you can send him from the field to the drop area to search your deck for 1 of each of these. So you can send him to the drop after fusing to get a Super Saiyan Son Goku and a Super Saiyan Vegeta to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. And if you use fusion with that, you draw a card. So if you've noticed, all the Goku and Vegetas in this deck are 20,000 power. So if you have any Goku and any Vegeta in your hand, you'll always be able to make Veku. So moving on, I've got Deadly Defender Vegeta. This is one of the new Deadly Defender cards. It's got barrier, and when it's in rest mode during your opponent's turn, your opponent can't attack your leader, and the card gains minus 5,000 power. So it'll be at 15,000, and your opponent won't be able to attack your leader as long as it's in rest mode. And you can combo it with this Resolute Strength Son Goku down here. You evolve on top of the Super Saiyan Son Goku for 1 blue energy, and then he has barrier and auto where burst 5, meaning you gotta send the top 5 cards of your deck to the drop. You add a life to your hand, and then you play the Deadly Defender Vegeta from your deck, and so this guy's just here to help protect you. And I'll explain a little combo later with this as well. And next I've got Fusion Reborn Son Goku and Vegeta. These 2 are just fusion fodder if you want to fuse into make Veku or Ultimate Fusion Gogeta. Then these will have some extra effects since you're using the Gogeta leader, and they come in the starter deck, so that's really good. The boss card of the deck is Ultimate Fusion Gogeta, and it's you can use Union Fusion to play it for 4 energy. I'm using a Goku and a Vegeta with the same power, and all the Gokus and Vegetas in this deck all have the same power except Dragon Fist. And this card has Double Strike, and when you play this card, if you have at least 5 cards in your drop area, you get to draw 2 cards and then choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards and put them on the bottom of their deck. So now this is going to be one of the most powerful cards moving forward. It just does so much for 5 energy or 4 energy if you were to fuse the card. So you definitely want to at least have this card in your collection moving forward. And at the top of the curve, I've got Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. For 6 energy, you get a 25,000 barrier double striker. And when he attacks, you switch 2 of your energy to active mode, and you send 1 of your opponent's battle cards back to their hand, ignoring barrier. So I just have this at the top end, just to be able to close the game out or to get a problematic battle card off of the board. If you want to go a little further, you can replace this with the Hero Revive Gogeta in set 5, and that'll be a stronger finisher than this card. Next, I have 2 Kami Global Unifier. This is just to help you get to the late game, since when you play him, you draw a card. It also has Deflect, meaning your opponent can't use counter play skills on it. And when his card's out, you can pay 3 energy, I believe. If your opponent has more than 4 battle cards out, you KO all their battle cards at energy cost 4 or less, ignoring barrier. So this is a good way to even the playing field if your opponent decides to rush you. Now moving on to the extra cards, I have 4 Dimension Magic. This is a very good negate for a mono blue deck like this. When you use it, you negate the attack and switch 2 of your blue energy to active mode. A lot better than Whis Coercion in a mono blue deck. Also, if you have Sparking 5, you can play this card without paying its energy cost. You can just add life, 1 card from your life to your hand. So this card is going to be really powerful for mono blue decks. That's why I want to include it in here. Next is Senzu Bean, which is surprisingly the most expensive card in the deck. If you don't want to try and get a playset of Senzu Bean, you can replace it with something like Isekai Keeping Watch, or you can just honestly replace it with anything. I just have it in here because it's one of the best cards in the game. If you are on the fence about it, I would definitely invest in them because you can use them in about 80% of decks. A lot of decks use blue because Senzu Bean exists, so it's definitely a card worth having. And next I've got 2 Soul Punisher. This is just to add a little more offense to your leader. If your leader's Gogeta, he gains plus 15,000 power and critical, so on defense it's very good. 15,000 for 1 energy is incredible. Also on offense, when you've got 5 or more energy, your leader will have double strike, so this gives it critical, which is critical. It'll be critical and 35,000 power, and that's really hard to stop. So I just wanted to include 2 of those in there since it's so versatile. It can be used on offense or defense flawlessly. So, and lastly, I have 3 Objection. The Objection allow you to accelerate. So when you play it during your main phase, you put a card from your hand into your energy. As simple as that. You want to get it off on turn 2. That means on turn 4. On turn 3, you'll have 4 energy, and you'll get to your 5 energy sweet spot quicker for your leader effect. So one combo I have with the Objection is play it turn 2, and then turn 3 you'll have 4 energy. That way you can play a Super Saiyan Son Goku out, and then evolve this Resolute Strength on top of it, and that'll take 3 of your energy, and you'll have your Daily Defender Vegeta out, and then you'll still have 1 energy open for Dimension Magic or Senzu Bean to keep your Daily Defender Vegeta alive. And then that'll pretty much guarantee you get to 5 energy, where you can you'll have the double strike on your leader, and your Gogeta will be allowed to hard cast as well. So I hope that you guys like this deck. Super Players kind of beat me to it, but theirs isn't really a starter deck mod. It's just more of a Gogeta deck, I guess. I don't really know how to differentiate ours, but I just want to go ahead and get this out there for you guys, since I've been doing this every set. And I'll have one for the Shenron, starter deck coming soon. And as soon as I figure that one out, it's been a little difficult trying to stay on theme with that, but I'll figure something out for you guys. So thanks for watching, and let me know what you think about the deck. Leave a comment, and if you want to see more starter deck modifications like this, then go ahead and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me if you did that. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.